I'll call the meeting to order and entertain a motion to adopt the meeting agenda.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor, say aye. All right. Approval of last month's minutes. We'll give you
Late breaking minutes.
late breaking minutes. We'll give you a minute to review. Whenever y'all are ready.
That's going to be my report. We're ready.
Yeah. Got a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Gentlemen, I apologize for being so late. If y'all find something later that needs repaired, just let me know.
That goes by me.
Second. Would you second your minutes?
Absolutely.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Public input. We like that kind of input. Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
All right. All right, committee and authority members' reports. You got anything?
Don and I met with the commissioner and the county attorney last week, and he is in the process of drafting a revised, or actually a new land lease for the airport. That should be completed very shortly, probably a week or so, I would guess. Wednesday is kind of the target, so end of next week. Once that's completed, we'll give it a quick review. If there's any revisions, we'll make that and then distribute the land lease to the airport authority members for review. And hopefully by the end of, well, by next month's meeting, we can approve that as a base land lease. I think we've got a good working document started. Second thing is the T-Hanger project. We're hung up right now in an economic impact study, and I just haven't had time with my other business to get into that. So I'm requesting a bit of help here, Mr. Everly. And if you guys can help us put that economic impact study together, based aircraft, what that means from a tax revenue, projected revenues on sales of services and things of that, as well as the local economic impact to businesses and hotels, restaurants, all of those type things. And Paul, if you have some bandwidth, if you can jump in on this project as well, I would greatly appreciate the help. I'm not trying to bow out completely, but I just need some help in pulling it all together.
And if I may, Phil, if you won't give me time, I'll try to pull up, or if you can help me pull up the comprehensive plan for Pickens County. See exactly where we're at on the development of an airport.
I'll talk with Robin and then back with you.
Okay. That's all I have at the moment.
All right. Does anybody else have anything? Move into treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report was distributed earlier. Commissioner, did you get a copy of that?
I did.
Okay. Right now, we're pretty much on target with where we need to be from a percent of revenue and percent of expenses. I will say, way to go, Randy, kudos on those landing fees. We're already 100% budget for the year. So we're going to have to raise your budget on that one. Otherwise, it all looks very much in order. If you guys want to take a minute to review any questions, I'll try and answer.
Does anybody have any questions?
Your tie-down fee revenues are also going up. You're at 11% on that. You're thinking we'll put you what, about 8%?
8% for the year.
We're trying.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing. We are right on target with the hangars, so we just need more built here.
No questions, we will consider the financial review. Airport manager.
This
Yeah, that would be good.
I passed out sales for January. It was abysmal because of the weather. We had 2 full weeks, almost no flights at all. And if you got a chance to look at the photograph of Lloyd Thompson's hangar, you understand why there wasn't a lot of airplanes in the air. It rolled up about 60 feet of tin and shoved it in the backyard, so. We've already picked up, I was looking at the raw numbers earlier this afternoon. We're already ahead of January, not even the middle of the month of February. So flying's picking up. I expected to do a fast turnaround. If you saw the budget, you see that we have not purchased 100 low lead or Jet A. And with January, that's going to ease our budget. We'll be a little bit below budget this year as well because of the inclement weather. On the uptick though, the weather's looking a lot better and we're starting to get more and more aircraft in for full service, which is very important. Mr. Wood and I was talking, we've had 3 already this year, and that's probably as many as we had all of last year. We've already gotten several jet sales in, and our fuel levels look good to carry us into mid to late March. And with the flying picking up, if we do have to buy fuel in March, we'll still be well below our budget. Today, this month, it's supposed to be like an 8%, we're running at 4. And the landing fees are in fact helping, and if we had 18 more hangars, our hangar rental fee would go up as well.
Randy, what are you charging landing fees
On jets, twins, anything, CJ2 citations and above, anything 200 and above.
If they don't buy fuel.
If they do buy fuel, there's no minimum, and we waive it.
Okay.
But if they stay a week, we'll negotiate a landing fee. Now, the only person we get a break to is David Ralston, Speaker of the House. I charge him only $50 in and out because he usually comes in Friday, picks everybody up, comes back Sunday. So I figured maybe he will remember us in his good graces later down the road.
Maybe multiply that times 4.
I probably should charge him 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Might not charge him nothing.
Hey,
Oh, gee. You can tell you're very conservative.
Oh, man, we should increase it. But other than that, look for a oil purchase by the next meeting, but I don't see fuel purchases required by next meeting. Any questions? Thank you again, Tim. He's doing a great job. Every weekend, he's holding down the fort. He pumped jet, he's had military, civil air patrol, he's learning the ropes, and
Did a great job.
he's even willing to climb the rotating beacon pole, so.
Which we have a new one.
Well, we have a new beacon, so as soon as we get some new paint, we're gonna paint the pole. Go figure.
Randy, there's a flying event coming up that, I don't know if we can take advantage of it or not, but all the traffic to and from Sun and Fun.
That's right.
Is it possible that we could organize with EAA or one of the groups to be doing a barbecue cookout out there on Saturday so we can get that into the NOTAMs and published so that maybe we can draw some traffic of those coming in from the north and get a few more fuel sales out of that?
Yes. We have some, quite a few regulars that go down and back from Sun and Fun, and we have a couple that only stop on the way back. However, because our fuel prices are so competitive right now, I anticipate a larger number landing on the way down and back.
Let's advertise that if we can. So
Yes.
Waycross always used to do, they still do the barbecue?
Waycross still does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Good idea.
All right. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.
Airport engineer, Mr. Everett.
The only thing we have is the beacon being in, which is great, and again, you fronted that, you'll be reimbursed approximately July whenever they write the next grant. You'll be reimbursed 90%. If you haven't got it already, you'll be getting a form letter like this. Randy will probably come to you. It's about the state system plan update, and it basically just references that's about an 18-month process. And that JV Aviation is the folks who are going to be doing it out of Colorado, and there'll be a point, doesn't reference the letter, it just says it's, at some point they'll be contacting you, maybe a visit out to the airport, and you'll be available for that too.
Yes, I have that.
Do you have, yeah, so they don't give a date, likely that's probably 3 to 6 months out when that happens, but it's the same thing they do whenever they update this about every 5 years, they just gather the data and put it together in the comprehensive plan, so that's it, that's all we got for tonight.
All right. Any questions? Thank you. Commission report.
The triple wide is, they've got the roof finally off the triple wide. They're inside the triple wide, bracing up the walls, putting artificial walls in there to where they can go ahead and separate it and don't collapse down, so they're getting all that construction done. The power has been disconnected, so it's ready as soon as they get all that done to pull it out, and then start moving it over to the airport and hopefully start putting it back together. So that is still on track. I know he's had some weather to deal with, some rainy weather and all that. He's got a couple other projects going on, but he's got the roof off, trusses are off. So he's got the majority of the porches tore down, and so he's getting there.
You feel better now?
No,
A little bit?
no,
Come on, a little
not
bit.
till I see that thing over there.
25%.
I ain't-
25.
I've not got no feeling at all.
Ah.
Not got no feeling at all.
Politicians.
So, it's, to the point that he hadn't showed up in the last 2 days. Of course, Sunday was one of them, and today was the other one. So, you know, I see things going, but it looked like it's maybe, hopefully, gonna happen. So, we gotta get it over there.
And off that field, because we're running out of time
Yeah,
for the,
I'd like to get it before ball season starts, that's correct.
It's got some good weather in the next 20 days as well.
But other than that, I don't, can't think of anything else right offhand. The trees, grass, all that stuff, you don't have any issues going on there?
No, but if they feel the need to cut some trees, send them over.
Well, we're busy. Just let that
That's
you know.
what I thought. No, we're good.
All right. Thank you. I
Thank you.
believe we've covered all old business, unless y'all can think of something else we've missed. Any new business?
If I may bring up one thing, under new business, when and if the trailer gets moved and gets operational, what are y'all gonna do with the old building?
Tear it down, put it in a dumpster, set a fire, I don't care.
All the above.
Drive a tractor through it. Sell chances on demolition.
why do you ask?
Well, if you gotta tear it, you're gonna tear it down. You
Yeah.
can't burn it anymore.
Can't burn, it's too close to fuel tanks.
State won't let you, they won't let you burn it. The problem is you need to come up
Have a
with,
big fire.
you need to come up with a budget on what it's gonna cost to get the dumpster in there, get a traco in there, everything to get it
It
out of there.
don't cost me much at all, give me a roll-off, I got a tractor and 2 employees.
You have a tractor, you got, just got a front end loader, you
That's
need a
all I
traco.
need.
All right, well,
You probably do need a tractor.
Let me
That's
use your
not a real
Bobcat.
strong building,
I'll
but
put that bill in, give me a Bobcat.
Well, you got power to disconnect and all that have to work.
Exactly, it's gonna be a transition, at least a transition of 3 to 4 months, because we're gonna gut it, sheet rock the inside, paint the ceilings, put in sliding glass windows in the front, and extend the porch in one area for the barbecue pit and stuff. But it's gonna be a transition, so we're gonna have a plenty of time to get it down along the way.
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't know, I'm just trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the old, kind of Phil's got, we did at one time, had plans for that particular area where the building is now, so I
Yes.
didn't wanna mess up those plans for the future if those plans are still intact.
Actually, with the triple wide, they will remain intact with slight adjustments based on the fact that they're picking up the triple wide.
Okay,
So you'll still comply with it.
all right,
yeah, it's paving mostly in that area, so you have easier access in and out of the fuel pumps.
Yeah.
So,
I will work with you closely when we get close to that, and we can do that as cheaply as possible.
I will try to get a point where you can find me more than what you do now.
I know where you live.
You'll find them sitting at your table.
But thank you, really do appreciate the help.
Well,
And that was an excellent job on that beacon. They were nice,
Good.
very professional.
And the removal went fine?
Oh, yes. Yeah, what do you think? We're talking.
Beacon removal went fine?
Yes, it did.
It was busy making minutes.
Yeah.
All right, any other new business? Well, then we will adjourn with record time being noted.
absolutely. Wow.